All right, people, man, this is another episode of Life of a Baller, but this time it's gonna be a little twist on this. I'm gonna really give you guys some information about how to select the school. Where do you want to go to college at? How do the process? What you need to think about? Man, look, it's a lot of stuff you need to think about. A lot of stuff that a lot of you guys not even it's not even a thought in your brain right now. But the main reason why you go to college is to get a job. It's not to play football. It's not to play baseball. It's not to play basketball. It is to get a job. Now, some people use college as a stepping stone to get a job in the pros. I understand that. That's cool. But do you understand? Only like 1% or less than 1% of the people that play sports actually make it to the pros. And there's an even lower percent that actually stays in the pros for like over 5 years. So understand this, people. This is not a easy little deal. I'm gonna just play, be good, and go to the pros. It's not that simple. I mean, sometimes guys are even good enough to go to the pros, but injuries come and play a part. So everybody want to play for the Alabamas. It's one of the best schools in the country, and you want to go there. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you're going to have to go to a smaller school, a school that's offering you money because you do not want to have to pay back student loans. Trust me, student loans will kill your dreams. When you finish college, I don't have to pay back student loans. You know why? Because I went to a college that offered me a scholarship. Was it my first choice? No, it was not. But they offered me money, so I didn't have to pay student loan. So I took that deal. I mean, I looked at the scholarships that was offered me. Look at the colleges that was offering me a scholarship, and I picked the one that was best suited for me. But okay, let's say I'm Leeward Predator right now, and let's say, all right, these are the schools on my list. I'm looking at Miami. All right, this is a good deal. Who don't want to play for Miami? Miami's a 5-star school, but he will be second string. Look at Auburn. Auburn's a 6-star school, and he'll be first string. Like, who don't want to play for the U though? I want to play for the U. West Virginia, I can start. That's a 3.35, but I didn't play a 3.35 in high school, so that means it's gonna be a bigger learning curve for me. So that means I can be behind the 8 ball. I played in the 4.3 coming out of high school, so I really want to try to focus on a school that's playing the same kind of defense or offense or whatever that you played in, something similar, so your learning curve is not as great. I mean, no matter what kind of scheme you played in high school, it's gonna be a learning curve once you get to college. But if you get something that you're familiar with, now it won't be as big of a learning curve. So Predator, he can play DN, he can play inside linebacker, all that. So he has a range of a lot of things he can do. When you look at Miami, Miami is far away from Alabama, so I mean his parents gonna have to do a long drive. They don't have his number. He's not gonna start. They're not in the ACC. I mean, in the ACC, they're not in the SEC. The SEC had a lot of guys that go to the pros this year, 25%, and I think that number is only gonna grow. So it's like, if I'm really trying to go to the league, I think I got that kind of talent. LSU, I can go there. I can have my number, but I'm second string. Auburn, I can have my number, first string. 6-star school. This is 2012, so this is the year after Cam Newton, after they won the championship and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, looking at the list, South Carolina, that's SEC. They don't have his number. And in South Carolina, they throw the ball a lot. So that means he can actually get on the field and pass rush. That's one of his specialties. Georgia Tech has his number. He can start. ACC, not the strongest conference, but they run the ball a lot. So that means they're going to run out the clock a lot. And my man might not even be on the field. He might not get as many snaps on the field. Clemson's another school to go to. Washington, if he go out to Washington, he probably could dominate. He can start up, but he's in a weaker conference. UAB, if you go to a school like UAB, if you're a decent athlete, I mean, you probably almost always can go back there and get a job. People going to probably cater to you because you're going to be the man on campus. So you got to kind of look at these kind of things. If you want to be a coach, you go to UAB and you have a good career there, you probably almost guaranteed a tryout to be a coach, like a spot. They'll make room for you somewhere. So these are the kind of things you want to try to pay attention to. And like a lot of guys, if you love sports, if you're not this super big guy and like tall and just putting up crazy numbers, your chances of going to the league are slim, my dude. I'm telling you. Like quarterbacks, if you're not over 6 foot tall, like 6'3" and up, and DNs, you're not 6'3", 6'4". If you're not over 6 foot tall, it's hard to get in any kind of league like basketball and all that stuff. So you got to understand, coaching might be the deal for you. Coaching might be the way you can continue doing and staying around the sport that you love and actually get paid for it. And if you can get a good coach, you can actually get paid a lot of money for a long period of time and actually make more money than the athletes that's on the field. Because a coach can coach for 30 years. You know, it's baseball, you might can do a 20-year career. In basketball, maybe if you come out of high school. But I mean, you got to think about it. Coaching is the way to go. So a lot of you guys is going into school and you really love your sport, try to go into coaching. And like when I was growing up, a lot of people made it seem like after you was done playing ball, you had to actually like get a job, like try to be a doctor or a nurse or something like that. Like, you can coach. You can actually go into like physical training and be the weight coordinator and all that kind of stuff for your school. So you can still stay around the sport that you love. You can be a scout for a major league team. I mean, so don't just say, okay, I didn't make it to the pros, now I'm done with sports. No, you can actually go and be a PE coach or a high school coach or whatever you want to do. I mean, high school and all that don't pay as much, but you can still be around the sport that you love. So don't just automatically say, since I didn't go to the pros, my sporting career is done. Because you can be a coach, you can be a trainer. There's a lot of stuff you can be. So just keep that in mind, people. Other things you want to look at is like the size of the school, the city that you're going to be in. If you go to a bigger school that's in a big city, it's a big chance you can actually stay in that same city and get a job. And you can probably get a job faster if people know you went to the hometown school. Like, yeah, oh, you played for this? Oh yeah. And they want to just be around you. They want to hear the story. So sometimes they will hire you just so they can say they know a guy, or it's a guy that works for them that played for whatever school you played for. So keep that in mind. If you come from a small town, you only got 3 or 4 stoplights there, you might want to go to a bigger city so you can see how the big city life is, to see if you like that. If you don't like it, you can move back to your hometown or move to another small town. But you should always go and experience that, just a different kind of experience. I mean, some people want to go far away from home, but keep in mind, if you go far away from home, your people really probably won't come see you that much. Because a lot of people don't have money to drive up and down the road to come see. They got to pay gas money to come see you, get a hotel room, all that kind of stuff. Some people, parents have good jobs and they can do all that, but some people are barely keeping the lights on. So they struggling just to get you a car when you graduated. So now come to see you and you 2,000 miles away. It's not realistic. So think about what school you want to go to. If you want your people to come be a part of your experience, try to stay close. And in state, out of state. I don't know if a lot of you people know, like out of state, it's a lot more fees in out of state, going to school out of state. In state, I mean, you still have to pay, but out of state can be like $8,000 or $4,000 a semester. Some of them like even like $10,000 a semester, not a year, a semester. So you could probably end up paying $20,000 just because you want to go to school in Alabama and you stayed in Georgia. And it's like, okay, for real. And like kids don't really think about this, and parents ain't really thinking about this until that bill comes. And now when your bill is so high and it's your junior year and you're like, I think I'm gonna drop out because my bills are too high. Now you don't wasted all this time and money. You still got to pay that money back. So keep in mind where you want to go to school at, your depth chart, and like for you JUCO guys, if somebody is coming from JUCO, you want to go to a school where you can play right now, where they need you to play. You don't want to go to a school where you might play as another sophomore with the same kind of ability that you have, because you might not see the field. Because JUCO is kind of a backup guy. You're not the first option. But I hope this video helps. And this TPG, man. I'll bring y'all more videos like this coming soon.